Sorry. Oh, this music makes me feel powerful. What's up, everybody? Tee Cerberus here, and welcome to my playthrough of The Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds and I strangely have some history, because I've not played a lot of it, which would be contradictory to what I just said. But when this game first released, back in like 2017 or 2018, maybe even 2019, I don't even remember. It was one of those 3 years. When it first released, I made a video telling everyone to go and play this game. Go and support Obsidian, the developers of this game. And also famously, the developers of Fallout New Vegas. Because at the very time of this game's release, Bethesda was crushing my hopes for ever seeing a good Fallout game ever again. With the release of Fallout 76, prior to that, everyone knows my opinions. Well, if you've been around a while, everybody knows my opinions on Fallout 4, and so forth. And when this game released, it was just like a beacon of light in the darkness for me for ever seeing like a Fallout 2 or a Fallout New Vegas 2 or any just good Fallout game. Because it's kind of like an homage to Fallout New Vegas in a way. At least that's what it feels like. I have not played too much of the game myself because I've always wanted to try and do it as a series. And today we are making that attempt. So without further ado, let's jump into it. We are going to be starting a new game, as I do not have a previous game on here anyways, because the last time I played this game it was on Nintendo Switch, of which it runs and looks horrible. I guess it runs fine, but it looks horrible on the Switch. That's why I didn't play too much of it anyway. Hit new game. We're going to play on normal. This is recommended. This is the recommended mode for your first play session. In normal mode, enemies have standard health and damage. I thought about playing on Supernova, but I've played this game. I know I'm not good at it, nor am I good at really any games. We're just gonna play on normal so we can chill through this game. Subtitles on, text size big.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Alright, so we are met with a similar, very similar if you're a fan of the Fallout franchise as I am. Very similar, but more simplified version of a character creator. This is how you choose your stats. It's been a while since I've seen this screen, so I'm actually going to have to figure out how this works myself. Strength. Strength affects melee weapons, damage, and the amount you can carry. Affected skills, one-handed melee, two-handed melee, heavy weapons, block, inspiration, intimidate. Strength. Dexterity. Dexterity affects melee attack speed and ranged weapons. Melee attack speed and two-handed and one-handed weapons are two different stats. Okay. Weapon reload speed. That's interesting. That is affected by that. That makes sense, but you don't usually see that, really. Now, it's usually like a perk or something in the game that you select to get like faster reload speed. Affected skills, one-handed melee. Handguns, dodge, block, sneak, lockpick. 0% melee weapon attack speed, 0%, and that changes as you, okay, to
Slippery
average.
fingers. You'll need to be careful handling those chemicals.
Alright. And then strength is also, okay, you can actually see how much weight
I
you
bet
can
you
carry.
would arm wrestle a primal.
What's the highest? Very high?
You shouldn't have any trouble digesting our food.
Intelligence. Affected skills. Intelligence affects critical hit damage, hit bonus damage. Affected skills, long guns. That's very Fallout New Vegas-y. Long guns, persuade, hack, medical, science, and determination. Determination. What does determination do? Perception. Perception affects headshot and weak spot damage bonuses. Handguns, long guns, heavy weapons, dodge, lockpick, engineering, personality, body, mind, personality, charm, and temperament. Charm affects faction, reputation, and companion ability cooldowns. Affected skills, persuade, lie, intimidate, hack, science, inspiration.
Let's see, what do we have here?
Companion ability, refresh, positive faction, reputation, reactions, negative faction, reaction. So the lower that is,
You've
like
been commonly described as odious and boorish.
temperament, improves your natural health regeneration, two-handed melee, lie, sneak, medical, engineering, and determination. Okay. The question is, am I gonna go with my pride and true? I'm probably mixing phrases there. My melee build. Typically my melee build will just be two-handed melee, one-handed melee, usually two-handed melee, heavy armor. I don't see an armor stat, actually. Yeah, there's no armor stat. But I guess, there's no armor stat in Fallout, huh? That's a Skyrim thing, or Elder Scrolls thing. Yeah, and I'm going to do some internet research real fast. I'm going to do some internet research and see exactly how these stats work, and then I'll get back to creating my character. Alright, after doing a bit of research, looking up some builds, and not really following any of them, I have made my own build, which we shall see. I don't like min-maxing. A lot of the builds online were just telling me to put strength, dexterity, and intelligence all that high, then just run around and whack people a million fucking times until they die. That doesn't sound fun to me, so I put strength at very high, because that'll affect my one-handed and two-handed and heavy weapons. My dexterity at good, which will give me a little bit of a boost in my one-handed, and handguns for when I need to use them. I'll probably have like one gun equipped and a bunch of melee weapons. Maybe 2 guns, 2 melee weapons. I believe you can hold 4 weapons in this game. Intelligence at high. Not very high, but high, so that I can get intelligence effects critical hit bonus damage. and I want to be able to just fucking one-shot people. So that'll also give me a little bit in long guns, so I'm not going to be terrible with guns when I have to use them. Persuade, hack, medical, and science are more important to me. That 20% critical hit damage and medical and science, I want to have that because I want to be able to interact with the systems in the game. Healing people, hacking things, shit that requires science and medical. I like having access to that kind of stuff, and if I just min-maxed everything, then I would really suck ass at a lot of stuff and not be able to interact with the systems in the game. Like Charm. If you...
Oh dear, someone vandalized your hibernation chamber.
If you... That's funny. If you put Charm all the way down to below average, which is what a lot of the melee builds tell you to do, you really get fucked in the reputation thing. And I don't know how important reputation is. I think it's fairly important because you're like choosing between like siding with the corporate, with the rebels, and whatever the fuck inside this game. So I think that some of that stuff is important. You might be able to get more stuff out of it. And I want to be able to interact with those systems. So if I just, I could put like intelligence or dexterity up to very high if I just downed these stats.
I bet you could fall yourself with sheer rage.
But I want to be able to interact with those systems, not have everyone fucking hate me, and I want to be able to use my my companion ability. So I'm gonna keep that at average, despite what all the builds tell me to do. And temperament, a lot of them, there are some that about half of them say to put it at very high. Other ones tell you to put it at below average. I'm going to put mine at good because I want some passive health regeneration, and it'll help me with engineering, medical, and two-handed. So it goes into my melee build while being able to still interact with the systems in the game. Hopefully. That's my thought on it anyway. So we're going to go with very high strength, dexterity at good, intelligence at high, and temperament at good, and then below average perception because I don't need to be able to see shit. It is going to give me a below average penalty. Penalty, headshot, and weak spot hits do not inflict extra damage, which is fine because I'm not going to be hitting those things anyway. I'm a terrible shot, so it's fine. And with that, let's move on. Alright, I have created my character, and I'm as surprised as anyone that I created a male character. I don't typically do that. But this game doesn't have a third person mode, so yeah, I can't stare at their ass while we make our way to the next city anyway, so whatever. Oh yes, now you know my secret. That's why I play all female characters. Oh god, you're crows. Oh, shut up, you do it too. Alright. We got me here. The best of my ability of creating myself. They only have 2 black hairstyles. I do not have dreads yet, so I went with the biggest afro possible, which it's criminal that you cannot just have a massive afro in these. Where are my massive afro options? Why is this a thing that have left games? I remember like way back in the day when afro tech was horrible. Now we got all of this great hair tech in today's day and age, but they've taken away the massive afros. That's racist. Come on now. Put massive afros back in my video games. Alright, next we are the third. Django Tee the Third. Yeah, that should work. Even though I'm pretty sure we would be like, you know, I don't know, how far would this be from Fallout 4? I would be on far more than the third. Maybe the 5th. Let's see. Django Tee the 5th. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Let's go. Let's do this. Alright. We got our summary here. Very high strength, good dexterity, high intelligence, below average perception, charm average, and temperament good. So we get some health regeneration. End ray damage. They can't cut through our armor. 21 for handed and two-handed melee, and science and engineering and medical, which is slightly more important to me at the moment, at the start, where I'm going to need to be able to heal more. Inspiration and determination. We do not start off with a companion, so we'll have to find one as soon as possible. I know we're going to get our first companion. Alright, let's go.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Cool. Terra 2, orbiting laboratory Halcyon system.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Ah, there you are.
What up,
Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
That's a lot to drop on somebody who just woke up after 70 years. I'm an ODST!
Can you hear me? Is this thing working?
Yes.
Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
No pressure.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Well, at least he didn't crush the beacon.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame
told
about
me
the
how to
whole
like him.
squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
I'll take anything off here. I don't think so. What about you? No, you everything. Do you have like a gun or anything I can take? Walk. Can I run? I can. What up, little dude? Don't stand in the fire. You're cute. I know the game's resolution is going to be completely murdered by YouTube, but this game looks really nice. Wow, it looks super nice, actually. Like, wow. It looks really fucking good because I played it on the Switch where it looks absolutely horrible. So, this game looks really fucking good. What up, my guy? What took your legs? I'm gonna take whatever that is, Adreno. While sneaking, use tall grass. Oh, you can actually hide in the grass in this game. Tall grass, rocks, or other cover to hide from enemies, so that... Huh. Oh, that's really cool. Hiding in tall grass actually hides you. While sneaking in tall grass, rocks, other hide from enemies, use a sneak past... Is there an enemy here? Are they the enemies? The awareness meter over enemies' heads tells you if they are aware, suspicious, investigating, or alerted. So will they like jump down here and attack me if I actually alert them? Oh, huh? Oh, oh shit! Oh fuck!
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
I think that was the VATS thing. Oh. You have low health? Not really. I'm a little up there. Use emergency medical inhaler to inhale. That is... Oh yeah, so that's like the stim pack type thing. A little quick stim pack thing. Hey, my guy.
Hey, you. Come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
Do you have to say that every single time you talk to somebody? Wow. This game's gonna bring out my politics, isn't it? Medical, sit still, I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this game is gonna bring up my politics, isn't it? Oh boy. Yeah. No, out of... What is it? Out of contract doctors or whatever the fuck bullshit. How are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
So you didn't even fight anybody, you just shot yourself. Smart. What's this about marauders?
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders.
Why is
See those
unemployed
canisters by the
included in
entrance?
that?
Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Sure. I've got a better idea. Give me your gun and I'll go get help. My intimidation probably better, huh? You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice.
I hate
Yes,
this.
nailed it that time.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something?
Yeah.
You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
I probably won't do that. Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
I'm off. Thanks for the gun, my guy. What's this? You don't mind if I take these, do you? Alright, I got a gun, and you said he also gave me a saber. How do I access my inventory? Oh. Weapon management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at one time, at a time, by navigating to the weapon, then selecting the weapon slot, blah blah blah. Yeah. Look at my sick-ass onesie. Got like tentacles and shit hanging off me. I like how they flop around. That's cool. Saber. Whoops. That was a waste of some meds. Hold on. How do I swap my weapons? Nope. That's... Oh, there we go. Alright. Quick swap like that, and then you can hold to bring up the wheel. Got me a melee weapon, but probably need the gun for this.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me?
Yep.
What in the hell? This...
Can't hear you. Oh. Tactical time dilation. Due to the complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. That's terrifying. Pressing the tactical time dilation button, TTD, button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. Right bumper. Do I have an objective somewhere? I guess I'm just following that. Hawthorne ship. Who's making all that noise? Whoop.
What's that noise?
Oh. Is he investigating? He definitely heard me. I'm not much of a sneaky person. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just, looks like there's 2 people down there. What up, bitch? That was a huge miss, and I hurt myself. Oh god, I really hurt myself. I blew up something. Oh, fuck. Okay. I kind of overjumped it there. Also, I'm going to keep on hitting that jump button by mistake. I'm not still in time dilation right now, I'm not. I'm just severely hurt. I'm going to keep on hitting that button. Mag picks. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpicking skill helps you get into places where you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break into locks, and bypass shunts are bypass shunts of the hacking thing, I believe. Are used to break into computer encryptions. Bypass shunts If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it'll take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up to... Okay. Yeah. So I do not have enough... I don't have a high enough skill to even try this. Or no, maybe I do have a high enough skill. I have 6 out of 5. Yeah, I have a high enough skill for it, but I need 5 mag picks instead of 3. And the higher you raise your lock picking and stuff, the lower that number will go. Just gonna take all this. What you got on you, bud? Anybody got any armor? I like my little tentacle suit, but probably not great for armor, huh? Whoops. Armor management. Yeah, 3 armor. Light. I'm gonna try and get me some heavy armor as soon as possible. Let's see, can I eat anything so I don't have to use all my meds? Oh, is there a way just to use it? Hold A to use. I didn't actually even read what that did. Mock apple. Alright, there we go. Give me some regen. Some more deeds down here. Is he facing my way or the other way? I think he's facing away from me. Use these controls to attack and block, okay. Oh.
Huh? You hiding?
Did his friend not hear me? Wait, did his friend not hear that? Wow. I thought my perception was low. Now you hear me though. Will you be able to detect me inside here? I'm hiding in the grass.
Kill them.
Pocket watch. Oh, hi. Take out your knees. Oh wow, it really took out his knee. Ooh, armor. Four armor, not much better. Oh. Oh wow, hold on. Oh, this gives me a higher skill, stealth skill, so I should use this right now. But I'm probably going to keep this on me, because this actually gives me a +5 to my tech. That's cool, alright. Any more baddies?
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Lieutenant Mercer. What up, Doc? I'm gonna keep on hitting that.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and
I've
worse,
noticed.
landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Landing violators are worse than marauders. Right. I hate this world. It's just a landing violation, let it go. So I heard. I found one of your teammates held up in a cave. I already dealt with a few of those marauders, not impressed.
You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Some nice armor you got there. Yeah, shame if something broke your neck and I took it. That's not an option, unfortunately. Persuade. Do Spacey's Choice guards back down from a challenge? Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Then it's gonna be fucking laminated. Cool, I convinced them to help me kill them.
One down.
I didn't even need you. I'm gonna keep on hitting that damn button. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna confiscate all this. This all looks very illegal. Yep. Damn, these marauders. They probably fucking illegally parked this ship here, huh? Don't mind me going in the ship.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
The unreliable. That's funny. That's absolutely how I would name a ship too. Just like fucking... It's funny.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
I don't think I'll be doing that.
Hello, Marauder.
Hello.
I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors.
Are you?
Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Okay. What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2.
We're on the
1.
ground. You realize we're on the ground, right? Yeah.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
You tried to eject me at an airlock while we're on the ground. That's not very convincing. I need to get this ship in the air. Is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me here when I landed. Hawthorne's dead, I'm sorry. Your captain's a red smear under my escape pod.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly. Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne is dead.
I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience.
That's funny. You're not a very loyal ship, are you? Great, let's get out of here. You don't understand. My name is... You don't understand. My name is Django T, the 5th. Great, let's get out of here.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Alright, so I need to... Oh, engineering. Thought my engineering wasn't very good. I doubt I'll find parts like that just sitting around in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it. Knock it off, this Captain Hawthorne nonsense. Yeah, I like my name. Django T. the Third, the Extinguished, the Third, Junior of the... Oh, the Fifth, sorry. The Distinguished... The Distinguished Django T. the Fifth. I am... Can I ever change my name? Yeah, Ada, I got it, thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Try to stay alive this time. Cool. And I leveled up. You've been promoted. Level up. Congratulations, you have gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk every other level. Yeah, it does it other level things, like Fallout New Vegas. God damn it. I like my perks. I like to get them every level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. You have unlocked character perk. Go to the character in your ledger to select the perks tab to buy your first perk.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Ada. Let's see. Level up. Skill improvements. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend improving your skills. Spending a skill point. Yeah, that's just telling me about that thing that I explained earlier during character creation. So there's this. Okay, and because I'm wearing this armor, my stealth is increased by 5 for each of these points. So it'll do the same thing for tech. Yeah, that's good to know. I'm gonna have to keep that tentacle suit on me, unless I can find some armor and like put some tech bonuses on it. But I'll probably want to do like melee, right? Okay. Let's see. So this is how I explained earlier when you... Oh, okay, no, it doesn't put it up by 10. It puts it up by... Oh, no, you have 10. You have 10, yeah. Can I revert that back? Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, so you... Okay, so it doesn't just put it up by 10 flat. You can select... Okay, that's cool, I like that. So instead of, like, putting 10 into this, I can put this until my inspiration goes up to 30, and then I can put other perks where I need them until each one gets up to 50, and then I have to individually increase those. Okay, that's cool. It's nice about playing this game after a long time is that I don't remember any of it. So it's all new to me. Alright, let's put my melee up. Well, hold on, let's getting it up to 40 would get me the next thing. Let's go ahead and put my melee up to 25. Just to make some headway on that. Dialogue. Let's get, yeah, that's good. Let's get my intimidation up to 20, and that gives me a 20% chance creatures will become terrified and flee for 10 seconds after you kill one. That's good, I like that. And then, let's see, we got 4 left, and we can get my medical up to 30 right now, and it'll get my engineering up to 20, which will allow me to repair things in my inventory, so that's good. And then this up to 30, but the next perk goes up at 40, so tinkering cost, and then the drug thing. Okay, and we got no more perks left, so let's apply. There are no more points left. Companion abilities. You can command your companions to use their special abilities on the enemy you are targeting. Right on the D or left on the D-pad. Companion ability 1, companion 2 ability, companion 1 and companion 2 ability. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. And the first perk I am going to acquire is the toughness perk because it increases my health by 50%. Excusez-moi.
Say, This wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it?
No.
Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship.
No.
And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
What? I don't even work for you. I don't have a job. Oh, no, I can't say that. That's fucking heresy in this world. You've got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater.
Yeah,
Edgewater's not too far.
We'll
Just
do
follow
that.
the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Yeah, you do that. Get back to work. I totally have a job. I'll be back to inspect this ship later when I have the parts to fix it. My melee so far seems to be very effective. Fucking chopping motherfuckers' limbs off. Did you kill this man? Oh, you wanna fucking have it out? You don't wanna have a fucking melee fight with me, man. I can't shoot for shit, but I'll hack your ass up. There we go. Again, I know that the YouTube fucking compression is going to murder the quality of the video, but this shit looks amazing. Wow, this game looks amazing. It's so beautiful, like somehow they make like very pastel-y colors work so well.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Nowhere. I'm gonna keep on doing that until it, goddamn it.
Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea.
Oh shit, am I? Oh fuck, I'm just, I'm wearing Marauder's clothes, that's probably a problem, don't be so sure, I could be a Marauder. Not my problem. Why do you say that?
It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by him. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
I hate this world. Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable. I don't know why I need to give him that. I never got your name. I'm Django T, the 5th.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you.
I've been
Name's
chopping
Silas,
corpses.
Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work you offer in a job.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You have to pay rent for your graves. Like after you're dead? So your family has to keep paying rent for their grave? I hate this world. You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that? No, I don't want to fucking do that. The hell? You're making people pay their own graves.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Oh, I guess that's decent of you. I'll collect fees for you. No, I'm not doing that. Why can't you collect these fees yourself? Or why don't you just not? I'm sure you'll figure something out. Excuse me. I don't want to fucking do that. That's some nice armor. I need to get me some of that. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'll just go up here. Elevator music.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
What the fuck? You're making cans of tuna but not using fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up.
She did.
I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I highly doubt that. I would have had your fucking corporate guards meet me at the gates, which they were there. They didn't try to stop me. Are you Reed? I was told to talk to you. You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Yeah, I'm not, I guess. What the fuck am I supposed to be wearing? What? I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform? What are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
You have an extremely punchable face, you know that? Wow, my fist is just like so attracted to it, like God, man. Frying myself?
Oh yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do. What a surprise. I never would have guessed. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
So you want me to cut off their power so that they can come back and work for you and be mistreated, which is likely the reason why they left. Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Does the fact that you're missing your quota maybe have anything to do with that you're a tuna company and you're not putting fish inside the tuna cans? None of what you're telling me is my problem. I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine.
Oh.
I pushed them too hard.
You admit.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
That's not how you admit that you were unfair to your workers. They quit and walked out on you, and instead of, you know, improving their quality of life and work, you just want me to shut off their power so they come crawling back to you. I hate you so much. How will I recognize Adelaide? Alright, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you. Fuck no. I can't make any promises. How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
These workers must have left town for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold.
Are you?
We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
I highly doubt that. Can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson.
All right, you're Pavardi. You're my first follower.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
You're willing to let a worker go, are you? Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Yeah. Let's get going, Pavardi. Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help you in a variety of ways. Plus, companions provide combat support, plus their skills enhance your skills. Oh, really? Cool. Okay. They increase your carry capacity. Very useful. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill, which I've done that already. Cool. So you just with me? You just... Yep. Alright, cool. Let's get the fuck out of here. Leave this Reed dickhead.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
What up?
Sorry. Can we chat?
Absolutely.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but... That's not the only side of the tale.
This about the deserters. What's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about.
I like how there's a
Mr.
lens flare coming off of her goggles.
Power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Alright. Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by. What do we need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill. Where would I find him?
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing.
Alright. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright. Before I wrap up this episode, I want to, I believe it's this way, through here.
I'll just be a minute.
We'll go talk, is the vicar right here? Oh, he's in this building, yeah. Well, we'll go talk to him in the next episode, but before I wrap things up, there's something I want to retrieve. Yep, it's it should be underneath this platform. Smoky, what is that? A crash ship or volcano or something? Oh, there's a whole volcano right there, right? This game looks so good. I'll keep on saying that. Yeah, so if anyone is unaware, or will decide to play this game right beside me, it's available on Game Pass if you have Xbox Game Pass. There is a good starter weapon down here, underneath here. It's just coming right outside the this side of the town, the southeast side of the town. There, I think there might be enemies too. Are there? What is this? What the fuck is this? Huh. Maybe they're just seagulls? Nope. Are you? No, you're an enemy. Oh shit. Nice. I guess she does have a gun. Got a pistol. Cool. Whoops. To order party to attack, so I can press up to tell her to attack things. There we are. I'll, the pocket watch, gun, ammo, take all that. This is just the backstory behind this thing. I don't feel like reading it right now. It's just, there are these whatever the fuck stingray things, underneath the landing pad that keep on getting caught in people's engines, so they sent somebody back here to go and kill them with this landing pad cutter. So this is a unique weapon. You can find these like axes in the game. Whoops, I don't want to fucking damage it. Probably should not whack it into the wall. You can find these kind of axe-like weapons in the game, but not ones with a plasma tip. So that's what that little effect is on the end of it. This one's special. I believe it has a little description on it, actually. Someone conveniently modded this cleaver with a plasma mod. Thank you, kind, possibly dead stranger. So, the landing pad cutter you can find underneath the landing pad right outside of Edgewater, southeast. I remember having this in the beginning when I played on the Switch. So that's a little nice little starter weapon for anyone who has not played this game and decides to go and play it. If you're looking for a decent starter two-handed melee weapon. Alright, and that's going to do it for this episode. I look forward to playing more of this game. I've been putting off playing it for a very long time because I knew I would want to try and do it as a series. And hopefully I can keep the uploads consistent, so we shall see about that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.